question the suit whether you should make a takeout double in the last seat, but obviously with the one.
Right.
So one no trump.
I want to have a crack at the W Bridge 5 Bridgez kind of thing. A 16 board tournament.
Yeah, he's got 10 or less, so they may still have the majority of points. In theory, they could have as many as 24. There was one that could have 10. So
I played the first 6 boards and I got a good score on a few boards. I made a mess of board 1 and only got 36%.
So in a very similar situation.
So anyway, we'll move on and see where we're at.
Where if they
pass
out and don't go
to play?
We can assume our partner has some strength.
Oh yeah.
So I want you to be aggressive when you're non-vulnerable.
So we go on board 7. Partner opens a diamond.
If trump makes, going down is going to be a good score. And what's different in the pass-out seat? Yes, your points are underneath the opening bidder, but it's much more important to note you're not going to get the right opening lead. So when you've got King, Queen, Jack to 5, and you're the first person to bid over the if you choose to pass,
you might be wondering who's the dunce in the background there talking about bidding and stuff. That's Bernard McGee. My local club has gone Bernard McGee mad these days, so if you can't beat them, you join them. So I'm watching some Bernard McGee videos. Anyway, I'm doing my Bridgez here. Bernard can talk away. I might keep an eye on him. He's talking about Landy and bidding over no trump and stuff. But we'll listen to him and we'll see how we get on here. So partner opens a diamond. And we have 6 in the first 10 points, so 1 heart is good. Partner bids a spade, we're in the bit. We can do the losing trick count. Bernard McGee, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 loser hand.
So it goes 1 no trump, pass, and it's.
We're supposed to bid 4 spades, so let's bid it. We'll see if I'm good enough to make it.
This time, what are you going to bid?
Club lead.
Okay. So given what I said, I'm hoping you're going to bid 2 spades. Let's work out why we're doing. First of all, are you likely to get the right lead against 1 no trump? It's not. I mean, who knows?
No, the opposition didn't bid.
My partner doesn't tend to lead my best suit, but if your partner finds a spade lead on this one, stick with that partner. Okay, stick with it. Okay. The chances are it's going to be a different lead. And if you don't make those spade tricks early, you may never get the lead again. You haven't got many entries.
So we're in the ace of clubs now. I can finesse.
You might make those spade tricks, and I think if you make those spade tricks, you take club down. But without those, I don't think you've got a chance. So bearing that in mind,
so I think the best thing to do is play the diamonds and hope they break 3-3.
Spades -2 might be a good score. Not as good as 1 no trump. -100 and -90.
Throw in a club, and they do break 3-3. We still got 2 winning diamonds up there for later, so.
Likely to be a good score. So I think it's worth a risk. Remember, in the pass-out seat, so it is a risk. Okay. But
we'll play hard and see how that goes. Oh, that works good.
I'm thinking 1 no trump is likely to make. So I am going to bid 2 spades on that. Right? Okay, remember, if you're vulnerable, you've got to be a bit more careful. Because just one off, can be a bad score. -100, a fairly straight hole in 1 no trump, -90. But non-vulnerable, you can do all sorts of things, and getting used to bidding more is really important. Okay. So what I'll do is show you the full hand, and let's have a look. And your hand is the
lost to the singleton king, Janie.
Okay, so let's go through the auction again. East opened 1 no trump, south passed, and west passed. Okay, playing transfers, you wouldn't contemplate a diamond takeout, nor would you really if you weren't playing transfers. So it goes pass, and it was north, and we decided to bid 2 spades. Not so good, partner hasn't got a fit with us.
73%, we live with that.
We should be able to scrape 7 tricks together. We lose the 2 aces in the majors, 3 club tricks, and a diamond trick. So
club lead.
We just go 1. Okay. So let's
we got 6 points and 4-4 in the majors. We'll bid our lowest heart, and he bids 2 hearts on.
It's just 50 points. Okay.
Jeez.
What will happen if they play in 1 no trump?
They want to play in 3 hearts and me with 1 of them. We won't double it.
Well, Declara is actually going to make 9 tricks. Okay. He has 2 aces, 4 diamonds, and 3 clubs. Notice if we need a spade.
Maybe I made a mistake here. Oh no, partner didn't open a diamond.
If your partner leaves the 10 of spades, I have a feeling you've got a signaling system which tells him to leave that 10 of spades. Okay?
No fit for partner.
He's not likely to leave the 10 of spades from this hand. He may
partner needs a diamond.
Clubs or a heart. He's likely to lead a club or a heart, I think, from this hand. Okay. No reason.
We will show count just in case he's watching.
They can make 9 trips. Either in no trumps or diamonds.
King.
Okay, so even if West comes alive over 2 spades and 3 diamonds, still not going to get him a great score. Because 3 diamonds is only worth 110, which isn't as much as the 120 or 150 they'd have made him no trumps. If they bid 3 no trump, they probably won't make it. Because we're going to leave now a spade. Because however unlikely it was your partner was going to lead a spade against the original contract, if he doesn't lead a spade after I've bid spades, okay. Now, I'm not saying the defence is necessarily easy, because it would be the 10 of spades lead, and then North would win that and would need to switch to a heart. So it'd be no good continuing spades.
They made it 23%. Must have had a bit of company. Bad company, I guess.
But once he jumped it, as long as we switch to heart.
Anyway, Bernard is still pouting away about Landy and
of
stuff.
Course, that's a victory, because if 1 no trump had been passed out,
he's talking about losing 50s at the moment and beating 1 no, and that beats 90 and 1 no trump making.
But this going 1 off is a wonderful thing.
Going 1 off is a wonderful thing, he says.
The more you bid non-vulnerable, the more you'll see it. And
7 and 5 is 12, so we took a hit there. Oh, partner opened the heart, and we have no hearts.
The very final seminar, and we'll see that a minus 100.
I think 2 diamonds will do for now.
Is going to give us a great score, and I'm show.
Be wary of anybody who says that in a bridge club. For now, it implies he has a strong hand. He's going to bid again.
You say minus 50 is a good score. Therefore, surely
here now
you could overcall.
And there's this woman again.
The question there is: shouldn't we overcall a bit more in the first seat with a 5-card suit? If you never get double, you can overcall as much as you want. Okay. So, in many ways, in most of the
diamond fish,
playing, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, good hand, so we'll go for 5 diamonds.
If you've only got a 5-card suit, you will find you can get big penalties.
Yeah.
But if you never get doubled and you're non-vulnerable, you probably can take a risk and bid it on 5-card suits. Okay, so that's
1 heart, 2 hearts, and
don't blame me when you get doubled and go for 1100 though. That's the key there. Okay?
So we got doubled by the West.
It's your opponents. If they're good, they can double.
Heart lead.
You can see what can happen if you don't get doubled. You can get away with a wonderful score.
Spade.
Okay, as you
the diamonds aren't great, are they?
If 2 spades had gone a couple of, you'd have been okay.
I went too high.
The scores on the right are 110 and 150. Okay. Bear in mind when you bid more, there's 2 things to take note of. Are you here with your partner? Okay, because if you're not here with your partner, you need to tell them that you're bidding more.
No, we got a spade.
Okay? Because they might get a bit of shot when you bid on slightly less. Okay, but you will get bad scores. So minus 50 is usually a good score. Sometimes it won't be. You'll turn out they haven't. Most of the time you're going to get good scores. There'll be times that you go unlucky, go 3 off. You're a bit unlucky and minus 150. So you are going to get bad scores, but in the long run, you will do better by bidding more. Okay. And as I like to say, bidding more is usually more fun. People say, oh, I haven't made a bid all night, I've had no points. Believe me, no points does not stop me bidding. Okay?
No points does not stop me bidding, but it stops me.
So let's look at
we got a little bit of a break here. How are we getting on?
What do I mean by that? Well, doubling artificial bids. Well, it's a free bid in a way when your opponent's bid.
When he's turned up with the ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds, king of spades.
So 1 no trump pass.
That's 8 points. I doubt if he has the queen of clubs as well. So
a double there. You've got nothing to worry about. They're probably going to finish in hearts anyway. So what I tend to do is use that to show strength from the suit bid. You will see some people advocating any double in that situation.
We're going to try and make this.
I tend to find that doubling to show the suit bid tends to come up more often, and therefore is a little bit more useful. But it's, you would agree that. But generally, doubling an artificial bid is the equivalent of a penalty. As in, if they really choose to finish in 2 diamonds, I'll be really happy. Can you see the idea? So, or Stamen, 1 no trump pass, 2 clubs.
Galligan rocks in for 5 diamonds doubled.
I'll be quite happy because
I think I got to miss a bit of defense there, but a bit of what? Made it 99%.
When the opponents transfer, you've got
sometimes you get lucky.
How strong or weak they are. But when it goes pass at the end of the auction,
Bernard McGee is still on his go.
That they're weak because they passed out, for instance, too high.
I mean, an hour and a half he spent talking about Landy.
With a takeout dog.
It's really fleshed that out. Anyway, I mean,
I thought if there'd been a natural no trump bid in an auction and then there was a double, that it was a penalty double, not a takeout double.
Yep, that's a good question. The question there was, once you've opened a no trump, surely all doubles are for penalties.
Right. 2, 3, we have 7 clubs here.
Side is open, no trump, doubles are for penalties.
Non-vol, let's stick it to them. 3 clubs.
In a suit bid, okay, and they're showing weakness.
It's not really enough to be bidding 3 clubs, but we can stick it to them and see how it goes.
2 diamonds, and Master's heart, pass, 2 hearts, pass. In that auction, okay, we would generally play the double as takeout. But it is tricky.
That worked out okay.
You know, to get the differences. But when they've had a weak auction which finishes in a suit, it's a bit like a weak 2 hearts, that is. When it goes,
we've got an awful lot of
we're going to play the double as takeout. But it's a little bit later.
Cards to make.
Having these distinctions is not easy because as you said, I do love to have a simple rule, as in once no trumps are in the auctions, doubles are for penalties. But when an auction finishes in a suit like that, it's important to be able to compete, because actually this 2 hearts is very weak indeed. Okay, the transfer, as we've seen, those of you who play transfers, the transfer shows 0 or more points, so it can be any kind of strength. And we've all been in situations where they end up in 2 hearts, go 1 off or something like that, and then we realise we should have maybe been in the past.
Open our hearts. There you go. 14%.
Being able to come in with 12 points in one.
Jesus, what did we do wrong there?
It's a little bit difficult to get in the auction.
Oh yeah, if we need the Queen of Hearts.
In a moment. First of all, let's look at this one.
Get 3 heart tricks.
Start again.
That'll teach me. I wasn't going to lead the club.
So East opens the bidding. What's East going to open?
Well, if I didn't, Anyway,
yep, 1 no trump by East.
14%.
We'll follow the auction round. So South passes.
Have a quick look here and see how wide that was.
Depends on your system. I think most of us probably play transfers. Okay.
6.
And
there's a lot of people going down and stuff, isn't there? Jeez.
Okay. It's North bid.
So.
And North has a free call available to him. Okay, he could pass, but why not double to say, partner, I've got some nice diamonds.
A lot of people are going down and stuff, so we were boost forbidden 3 clubs.
It's reasonable to lead against hearts as well. It's your best suit.
Let's have a look here.
But also what can happen is partner might have a fit for your diamonds, and he'll be able to compete against their contract. Okay, so it does.
No, nobody has. Just no.
You've got a reasonable suit. But you're also suggesting, well, partner, if you've got
nobody has bidden 3 clubs in my hand. It was the wrong bid.
Leaving them at the 2 level, we can push them up to the 3 level. So here, North double. Not alerted to be.
Next hand, maybe we'll do better. Pass a hard pass.
It's saying exactly what it says. It says partner.
Well, we have an easy 2 heart bid.
Okay. 2 hearts as forced to bid. As in, some of you might play it promises 3 hearts, but he's got 3 hearts.
Well, we've gone back to 63%. We need to get a few scores.
Yeah, why not? We've got a fit and they've got a fit. It looks like. So let's compete. Let's bid 3 diamonds. Okay. And
nobody bid.
It's a simple way. We find it very difficult to get into the auction. If not, if it went 1 no trump pass, 2 diamonds pass, 2 hearts, that would probably finish the auction. 2 hearts would finish the auction because you certainly just can't overcall 3 diamonds on the north hand. You need support for 3 diamonds to be a good auction. Okay.
Nothing to rough down there, so we might as well draw trumps.
Probably make as well. Okay. And Easton might push on to 3 hearts.
4-1.
And he'll do better in 3 hearts than letting us make 3 diamonds. But of course he will be giving points away rather than making this 2 hearts. And that is what we love to do.
5 tricks in the bag. 6,
from
7,
level. Okay, even if 3 hearts
8, 9.
at least we've made it more difficult for you.
You might have a club finesse for 10. Let's see.
Okay, making the opponent struggle to make their park scores. Okay, so that's a double of an artificial bid, just suggesting partner. I've got
spade, we live with that.
Here's another hand. Let's see how this one goes.
Should be able to set up a trick.
So again, it's East to open the bid.
They take their spade, no problem.
East has a nice 13 points, balanced hand, opens one no trump. South passes, and the West hand.
We're hoping that the club finesse doesn't work.
Which is announced as hearts. North passes, and East.
74%. The club finesse didn't work.
It then goes past, and North is thinking that this hand is more likely
back up a wee bit, 63.94 after 12.
And his partner's likely to have something in his hand, okay? Because otherwise they'll try for game. So
go back here, 4 boards left. I need to play steady. 3 clubs. My partner takes the revenge. 7 points. 7 points. We're not doing anything here.
So important.
Your opponent's probably will look.
Make a huge difference to your things. Because remember, if it goes down 2 spades, then you're getting a good score anyway. So 2 hearts will make and 2 spades make. But generally when both sides have a fit,
we leave it alone.
You'll find that the number of tricks available is the same as the number of cards in the suit. And the rule is simple. If you have a fit and they have a fit, it is always correct to outbid them. And in fact, once we bid 2 spades and they
might have done alright
have a fit in spades, they should bid 3 hearts, because it is always correct to bid 3 over 2 if both sides have a fit. West can't bid it because he's already shown his 5 cards. He doesn't know he's got a fit. It would be East who bid 3 hearts.
I missed that. I think we missed out a spade. Look, I wasn't on lead. What could I do?
Okay, let's sum up what we've talked about then. Well,
3 diamonds makes 9 or 10 normally, but they got away with
more often.
Spade.
That is particularly though when you're non-vulnerable. So often I'll have people who look at the vulnerability at the
but you have to do double dummy defense. It's a heart to the ace and a spade to the ace and a rough for 10 total of 10.
Single hand. Part of the reason is because I look forward to all the hands when I'm non-vulnerable, because I'm going to be able to bid more.
46%. That'll bring us back down a bit.
Green is to go. If it's got a red
5 and 4 is 9. We have no bid, so we will pass.
Bear that in mind, okay?
Once we had 4 clubs.
We've landed with strong suits. As I say, when you start playing a convention,
no reason to put her any higher.
Okay, so you'll probably try to do it on weak and strong suits. But most 2-suited bids, including 2-suited overcalls and that kind of thing, tend to work best when their bid comes strong.
There's a couple of spades for starters.
Last but not least, weak responding hands to land you should almost always play in a major. So even if you're just 2 points, 3 spades, a singleton heart, 6 diamonds. Don't worry about those diamonds, just bid your favourite major. Okay, because that's the way Landy works. It works well. Don't worry about those extra complications, because I know that makes it look difficult. I would say 98.7% of Landy is just bidding 2 clubs and either responding to diamonds, 2 hearts, or 2 spades. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Bernard's finished.
Well, it covers a lot of points that you couldn't miss otherwise. So you pick things up, and it's great fun. Great camaraderie.
One of the things I like about Bernard when he teaches is he listens very, very carefully to the audience question before he attempts to answer it. He always repeats the question, makes sure everyone understands it, and then gives a very quick, clear answer. Great.
Well, I like Bernard because he just keeps it very simple and don't get confused.
I've got all of Bernard's DVDs. I find his form of instruction very easy to understand and follow, and I really rely on it for trying to improve myself as a bridge player.
Well, another 50%. That's not doing me much good. I'm going backwards here. 62%. It's still a good score, but We need a little finish to keep us going. This is a 16 board tournament that's available every day. I'll try another Bernard video. Just while we're doing these last two boards. This one I think is called... We'll have a look.
Defence is by far the hardest aspect of bridge.
There you go. Defence is by far the hardest aspect of bridge. Club of heart.
We do defend, don't forget.
Well, we've got nothing to talk about here. We've got 8 points, so we'll be doing defence on this hand. Bernard's after saying defence is the hardest aspect of bridge. 9 of spades lead. That kind of should show nothing in the suit.
The idea of a defensive plan. Okay, now there's going to be a lot of
oh, there's a king.
You can see that you've got a lot of sheets.
Diamonds, 8 high, nothing in the suit again.
Of a plan. Most of us.
He didn't really have it. He led from king 9. What are we going to do here?
But I'm not sure all of you do either.
No, we'll try the king of diamonds and see.
I'm not sure, but as a defensive plan, it's very difficult. We'll give it a go. So, what I've got up here is...
Keeping the hearts, keep level with dummy. That's good.
And it is bold tips for life. Bold tips for life. And there are 12 letters there. And they all stand for something. So it's not just bold, it's not just...
Bold tips for life, huh?
3 of them. And they're 3 different stages.
My partner got them tricks, so...
Okay, and so we're going to start...
73% pushes us back up. We're going into the last board. Phase 1 is bold. Bold.
Stands for, well, the B.
Bidding, objective, lead, dummy.
For objective.
Okay.
The L is for the lead.
Come on, Bernard.
And the D is for dummy. Now, most of this
so bidding, objective,
either before
lead,
dummy has
dummy.
appeared or when dummy appears. So this is the very early defense.
Now, back to this. This crowd, they put up this 16 board tournament every day. It's available at Bridgez.net. You'll be able to see it on the video anyway, it's up the top there. But if you Google Bridgez, you should be able to get there. Or even W-Bridge 5 maybe. W-Bridge 5 is a free program, can be downloaded. It's a French program, but you can use English language as well, so it's a freebie, it's good. Club, spade and no trump. Right, we have a nice heart suit. 6, 4, 10, we've got 12 points, but the opposition bid a club and no trump, so we're really in the heart score zone, so I'm going to bid 2 hearts.
If they're in 3 no trumps, we need 5 trumps. But as I say, the difference between 3 no trumps
and they pass it out, right. I'm presuming I'm in the
lead. Well, there's 2 aspects.
Oh, partner, Jesus, what has he done? He overcalled a spade, he's a Bernard McGee special, I think.
But I also want you to be thinking.
He overcalled a spade with 7 points. Lovely.
What do you expect?
Okay, the opponent's spade and tipped me off. Right, excellent.
He's going to read a diamond. Okay. Now I don't just mean looking at your hand, seeing a singleton and saying I bet you
won't see that bidding again.
Okay, I want
it was a club, a spade and no trump. Okay.
The opponent's a big 3 suits. The chances
we'll try that and see if it stands. It does.
Because we're both thinking, looking at Declarer's weakness.
No.
And lastly, when dummy appears, there's a lot.
How do you get to dummy?
Okay. When dummy appears, you've got all sorts of things. And what that means is you've got to think about the points. You've got to think about important cards. You've got to think about obvious switches. You've got to think about how you do not need to be ruffling around with your scorecard, writing things down, and all what, you know, that's not what's required. Unfortunately, that's what most of you do. Okay? You'll actually be filling in your scorecard and doing all sorts of things. There's so much to do when dummy comes down. Okay? So you need to concentrate, because that's the most important phase of the defence, is when dummy arrives and we get a chance to see it. Because we should take a little bit of time. Even if Declarer decides to play a trick straight away, plays plays a 3 of spades straight away, you should be thinking, what does that dummy mean to me? Because there's a lot of information there. Sometimes you could have guessed some of it from the bidding. Let's be honest, sometimes you couldn't have guessed it from the bidding, okay? Because we've all seen some strange auctions. Okay.
Right.
So let's start off with the leading rule, which of course I hope we all know, and it is important, and it goes throughout the hand
going down.
The first lead, and that is that we try to lead a low card when we've got an honorary suit, and that's usually the 4th highest from an honor. But if we do not have an honor, if we do not have a high card, we tend to try to lead a higher spot card. And what we do is the second highest from a bad suit. And what we're trying to do is differentiate between a suit.
Right, so that's W Bridge 5. It doesn't take very long to play. 62.18 I got.
Suit with an honor in.
Puts me in there somewhere.
From this suit. Okay. We're going to lead the 4th highest, and just to make it nice and easy for you, I made it the 4 as well.
Seems to have me in at 62.23.
How about this suit?
So on 29th.
You should
on today, we'll have a look and see. Seems like there's 314.
And I'm quite excited about it. The other one is saying, look, partner, I haven't got any high cards in this. I've got length, but if you've got no high cards either, the chances are there may be somewhere better to go.
There's a good lot of people that have played anyway.
So what are we going to lead from the second suit? The second highest is what I usually choose, the 7. The reason we choose the 7 rather than the 9 is because it is possible that the 9 could win a trip.
Can't see.
The 3rd round. When you've got a lot of length, there could be 2 double teams with high cards in them.
Yeah, we've had 312 people have finished the competition.
Could be important. So we tend to the second highest from a bad suit. And that's throughout the play of the hand. But it is important to trick that. Okay.
There's a few more there, but
so what is that to look for?
Not way too much. There's 312 have played board 16, so that means they've finished the competition. We're in 29th place. 29th out of 312 is top 10%. That's pretty good. Anyway, W Bridge 5. It's good. You can play it. It's free. Board 1 is normally a kind of imp contract where you just play to make the contract.
Okay, those are good.
But it's a good service by whoever does it.
Duplicate pairs on normal game.
You can find it on when you get onto the website and find it. You can usually find out some info. Let's see what's here anyway. There's the Bridgez.
Which is what I've mentioned before. That's when your
shows you there's some information here, but that's up to you guys if you want to go there.
Logically, that we are
gives November monthly results and October and the current December ones. But it's well worth going into.
Use that time.
Bridgez W Bridge 5. You can look in there and see what it says.
He may not have any of the suits.
It's in French. Maybe there's a way to translate it, but it's a good program.
Our partner. That word trust is going to come up a lot in this seminar.
There is English translations. You just have to figure it out how to do it. I mean,
and we're going to come across that a lot, that idea.
Google will probably translate it for you. For English, see below. Okay, look, there it is, look. See, this is French, this is English.
That the opponents have bid, he's saying, no, actually.
And it explains to you there what the story is. So, right, we're done.
I think we will be able to develop
function F7, I think, is the end.